Alright, Dark's an hour and a half, so we're splitting this into two videos, and this is gonna be part two. So let's get ready for AEW Dark. Our first match, looks like we got Lee Johnson. He was part of that really funny MJF skit the other day. He was the guy that didn't hang the picture level. And he's gonna be taking on Rey Fenix, it looks like. Oh, all the pyro. Rey Fenix with the fake out there. Never fall for the heel trying to shake your hand. I will never not be impressed by Rey Fenix. He is amazing. I'm glad to see Lee Johnson here is putting up a competitive match against one of the higher caliber competitors of AEW. And of course, as I say that, he loses. But it was a pretty good match. He hits the muscle buster to get the win. Haven't seen that move in a long time. Alright, it looks like our next match is involving a guy I don't think I've seen yet. There you go. Alex Chamberlain is in fact making his AEW debut tonight. And he's taking on the chairman, Shawn Spears, with Tully Blanchard. Can't wait to see if they advance the Four Horsemen storyline tomorrow on Dynamite. It is going to be Tag Team Appreciation Night. Tully and Arn are going to be there, along with the Rock and Roll Express. And it's all hosted apparently by FTR. So, I'm just saying. I will say this Chamberlain guy is a big boy. Alex got some offense in, but inevitably, Shawn Spears wins. Oh, and here you go, attacking him after the match. He's got to keep up that heel persona, right? Uh-oh, he loaded up the glove, and now he's going to go down and do even more damage to poor, Alex Chamberlain. No, at least Tully's happy. Okay, for our next match, it looks like we're getting tag team action and another debut. Mbadu is going to be teaming with the Captain Sean Dean, and they're going to be taking on the Gun Club, Billy and Austin Gunn. I cannot get over how good Billy Gunn looks at his age. Sean Dean's a really good competitor on Dark, but unfortunately I don't ever see him going up to Dynamite. And now we get our first look at Mbadu. Gotta say, there's probably no safer veteran hand in AEW right now than Billy. And given his history, he lends instant credibility to this debuting guy. They're playing off how big he is. Billy keeps running into him and then falling over. Pump handle slam by Austin, but it's broken up. But whatever that hip toss neck breaker move is, does get the win. So there you go, Gun Club with the victory. And yet another debut, Marvelous Michael Stevens. Looks like he's straight out of the 80s. And he is taking on the Superbad Kip Sabin with Penelope Ford. And it wouldn't be a Kip Sabian match without the ceremonial kiss beforehand. This idiot's trying to hit on Penelope Ford in front of Kip. That's how you die. This guy's colorful singlet kind of reminds me of Hugh Morris's question mark singlet from WCW back in the days. Kip does a big kick on this guy, and he's trying to get the ref to call it a good field goal. This guy is acting really strange, and honestly, I don't think I like it. There you go. Kip Sabin hits the twisting neck breaker off the top rope, and he wins. As if there was any doubt. And of course, he gets his post-match kiss as well. Okay, looks like we're getting another tag team match. It's going to be Jungle Man, as I call him, Griff Garrison, and Brian Pillman Jr. It's an interesting tag team. And they're taking on Private Party. I think Shivani just said it best. Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison have a combined record of 0-8, but they both show a lot of promise. Alright, I've seen wrestlers play to the cameras before, but I've never seen them play to the turnbuckle camera. Good one, Griff. Hot tagged Mark Quinn. And dive. And there it is, the double team frog splash leg drop. And Private Party wins. Alright, my personal favorite, trios time. It looks like we're getting Corey Hollis, Aaron, no relation to Han Solo, and Pineapple Pete. And they're going to be taking on Jurassic Express. Bring out the dinosaur. There they are. The boy, his dinosaur, and Mr. Fun Size. Good, they didn't get hit by the pyro this time. Interesting, Marco Stunt's going to start us off. Buddy tags in Luchasaurus almost immediately. Jurassic Express already cutting off the ring. There goes Pineapple Pete. And there goes Corey Hollis. Luchasaurus cleaning house. We get a triple team move, some sort of cross-body diving suplex thing. Pineapple Pete is flopping all over the place here. Call him Ric Flair, man. Marco Stunt pulls off both a crucifix powerbomb and a 450 splash on poor Pineapple Pete, and Jurassic Express gets the win. Alright, here we go. Tag team match on Dark between two known teams. It's the Hybrid 2, who we haven't seen in a while, versus the Natural Nightmares. Of course, the Natural Nightmares are being accompanied by Brandy and Allie, and Brandy has her action figure. I feel like all these tag team matches are specifically designed to prime us for Tag Team Appreciation Day tomorrow. Man, I will never get over how good Dustin Rhodes moves at his age. I think he might be older than Billy Gunn, so it's almost more impressive, but really both of them, just amazing. I think that's our third or fourth ref distraction of the night. AEW needs to come up with something different. You know, today I found out, well, really it was yesterday, that Angelico was in Lucha Underground. What is Jack Evans doing? He was like cutting a promo to the ceiling. And Dustin with the flying corkscrew something off the top rope. Wow. And with a spinning suplex, the Natural Nightmares get the win. Yeah, it was still a little bit predictable, but way less so than when a main roster guy takes on a jobber. In women's action, finally, we get to see Rachel Ellering again. She was just on the Deadly Draw tournament. And she's taking on Penelope Ford, the super bad girl from Philadelphia. Well then, Penelope's pre-match kiss got a little, risque this time. I think Penelope Ford is one of the, at least AEW people, who has gotten the most out of this pandemic. With all the Japanese wrestlers stuck in Japan, and the injuries to Britt Baker and Chris Statlander, she's stepped up, and she's definitely considered in that top tier now. Now, I know the criticism is that's not saying much in AEW, but still, you gotta give props where they're deserved. What the heck? Kip Sabian is using a leaf blower for some reason to distract Rachel Ellering. Ooh, Ellering almost gets the upset. Penelope whipping out the gymnastics here. couple of handsprings into the elbow. Now she does the fisherman suplex, and there's the victory. Okay, seriously, guys, this is YouTube. I don't know if that's even allowed. And of course, to my point earlier about tag teams being heavily pushed tonight, our main event is gonna see the Butcher and the Blade taking on SCU. And as said before, Scorpio Sky is going to be taking on Cody Rhodes for the TNT title tomorrow night on Dynamite, because he is going off on kind of a singles run, while Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian go throughout the tag team ranks. Okay, seriously, is Frankie Kazarian trying to look like Randy Orton? Is it just me? It's just me, isn't it? I really do like Butcher and Blade. They're a solid, tough tag team. Your classic big, tough guy and smaller, more athletic guy. And it doesn't hurt that the big guy is a guitarist in a rock band. Now, I never followed TNA, which means I'm not familiar with SCU and specifically Christopher Daniels. And maybe it's for that reason, but they just never seem to connect with me. I mean, they're clearly good, and I'm glad they got to be the first champions, but there's just something that doesn't connect with me. Oh, a suplex into a backbreaker double team maneuver gives Butcher and the Blade the win. Alright, that'll do it for another episode of Dark from the Garage Pool. As always, I'm trying to get this channel up and running from scratch, which is really hard to do. So if you're watching and you like my content, do all that normal YouTube stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Tune in to AEW Dynamite tomorrow for Tag Team Appreciation Night, and then come check out my action figure review on Thursday. But until then, the inflatable dragon and I will catch you later.